So we are given the assignment entitled Soy Molasses.
Yes.
What is soy molasses? Do you know about it?
No.
Well, I think let's search on the... No. I don't think that we can search this thing on the internet.
Yes.
I think we need to find the right people to explain this to us.
You're right.
So let's go.
I was wondering if the founder of the Microsoft is Bill Gates and the Apple is Steve Jobs, who is the founder of the soy molasses? How it was discovered? Tell me please.
Soy molasses is a brown, viscous syrup with a typical bittersweet flavor. It is a byproduct of aqueous alcohol soy protein concentrate production. Soy molasses is a concentrate dissolventized and aqueous alcohol which is extract of deflated soybean flakes. The term of soy molasses was coined by Daniel Chazes, who is the founder and the owner of Hayes Ashdod Company. In April of 8, the Hayes Ashdod Company started selling the soy molasses in 1963. At the same time, start making the soy protein concentrate.
So soy molasses is a great thing discovered, right? But how it is made and what is the process behind the production of soy molasses? Someone?
Okay, let me answer. I want to share to all of you about process soy molasses. There is 6 process. First, distillation, evaporation, steam stripping, elution, membrane separation, column separation. So there is all of the process to produce the soy molasses that have a benefit of moisture content. Okay, now evaporation. What is evaporation? That is a process of substance in liquid state changing to the gas state with the increasing of temperature. And then the distillation, it is the purifying method which use the heating and cooling method. Okay, now steam stripping. What is steam stripping? That is the process that removing the volatile contaminants from soil or water by passing through the steam through the soil or water. And then the column separation is the separating of the material with the barrier. Okay, next, elution. Okay, elution is a process of the extracting one material from another by washing it with the solvent, specific solvent. And lastly, membrane separation. It is almost like the column separation. That is need a barrier which is membrane to separate the fluid.
So now we will talk about the compositions of the soy molasses itself. In the soy molasses, typically it contains about 50% of total soluble solids. What is the total soluble solids? The total soluble solids are the solids that are dissolved within a substance. And in our daily life, a common total soluble solid that we can find is sugar. A technique that we use to measure the concentrations of the total soluble solid within a substance is called as refractometry, and it is used extensively in food industry. Back to our topic, the major constituents of the soy molasses itself is carbohydrates, which is 60%, and we have proteins and other nitrogenous substance, about 10%. We have minerals for 10%. We also have fats and lipids about 20%. And the most important is the major constituents of the soy molasses itself are sugars, which is oligosaccharides. It can be stachynos or raffinose. And we have disaccharides, which is sucrose. We also have monosaccharides, minor amounts of monosaccharide, which is fructose and glucose. Other than that, we also have minor constituents of saponins, mineral ash, isoflavones, and other organic materials.
Well, hello there. I can see that after what we have talked about in our topic today, we can see that there are a lot more that we cover on the intro, on the background, the effects, the ingredients. But how are we supposed to know? I mean, if anyone didn't actually just tell us what are the advantages of using this thing, I just wish somebody would actually tell us. It is good, and I do think that it is something that people has not really knew before. I mean, it's not really famous as many other foods such as burgers. Well, we can actually find out more when we search on the internet. So I'm really hoping that I will find the answer after this. So I'm just thinking, what are the advantages?
Okay, what are the advantages of soy molasses? Let me tell you. First, soy molasses is easy handling and processing. Next, soy molasses is also important in health benefit. For example, it can lowering the blood pressure and prevention of cramp in muscle. It also can promote healthy health growth. Besides that, it also has a fermentation acid, as a probiotic and ingredient in specialized bread. For your information, this is the other advantages of soy molasses. First, it's important in commercial and biological products, and it also a source of phytochemical and soy sugar. Moreover, the other advantages of soy molasses is used in liquid animal feed diets, and last is feed ingredient in mixed feed as pelatic acid.
So I want to hear what are the disadvantages that is in the soy molasses, as we have heard a lot of good things about it, but we haven't heard the slightest bad thing about it. Let us see. So I was wondering, is there anyone who can answer such a question? Anyone? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's another one.
Alright. For your information, a tablespoon of soy molasses or about 20 grams of soy molasses contain 5.88 grams of fructose, 2.56 of sucrose, and 2.38 grams of glucose. That is not a really low number, and it should tell you that this sweetener cannot be excessively used. Do you think that soy product suitable for all people? Alright. For information, University of Maryland Medical Center notes that soy product are safe for most people, but exception for those have soy allergy and present breast cancer patients, because soy product contains similar chemical to the structure of estrogen. A diet rich in soy might pose to health risk if you have recently breast cancer patient, which is sometimes sensitive to estrogen.
So, after much we have learned today, we can say that soy molasses has many uses on its own. But since we have learned about the advantages also, how can we actually utilize the advantages in order to make a better and performing methods for a better innovation in our daily lives today? Let's get straight to the point. I think you have searched something about it, don't you?
Yes. Now let's talk about the innovation of the soy molasses. Since it was discovered in 1960s, the soy molasses is highly used as the typical bittersweet flavor. Till now, the soy molasses is used in a various aspects in the food. Nowadays, the soy molasses is mainly used as the caloric ingredient. On the other hand, the soy molasses is also used as the fermentation substrate for the production of the butanol. It was used in the form of SDSM, which is the dried soy molasses. Is it the only function that the soy molasses can do? No, there are other functions that can be done by the soy molasses. For your information, the soy molasses can be used as fermentasic acid, prebiotic, ingredient in specialized bread, commercial and biological product, source of phytochemical and soy sugar, and last but not least as the binding agent in the animal feeds. But from a point of view, I believe that there are other functions that can be discovered for the soy molasses.
So we have learned a lot today about soy molasses. As we can see, from A to Z, we have uncovered everything from the introduction, from the history, the processes, the innovation and such. So we had hope that the application of soy molasses will become even better in the future with the advancement of the technology we have currently. So we hope that you have learned a lot in our video assignment today. Until then, take care. And because it's now raining, I will have to go. So, ta-ta!